Hello, my name is Anna. Most of you will remember me from the video entitled Yoga During Pregnancy. The following postures are designed to be practiced from 6 to 8 weeks after birth. You are very welcome to practice them long after that, but don't start practicing them until 6 weeks after the birth at the earliest. Once again, use a blanket. Fold it neatly about 3 times so that you can sit up a little higher. As in the video entitled Yoga During Pregnancy, you should have your legs crossed so that your feet are under your knees and come into the following position. Place your thumbs in your armpits and lift yourself up. This creates a lot of length between your pelvic girdle and your rib cage. During breastfeeding, you are often hunched over, so now stretch out and open up. Stay like this for a moment. Then move your shoulders back and interlace your fingers behind you. Open the shoulder girdle and the collarbone, pulling the belly button in. And this pull-in begins in the symphysis. Lift the symphysis. The whole pelvic floor goes up. The belly button goes in slightly and you widen the collarbones. Then press your feet into the floor. Pull your arms to the right and open your chest to the left. You will feel how the small chest muscles expand. Keep the pelvic floor active. Pull your belly button in, turn up and come back to the center. Change the interlacing of the fingers so that the other little finger is the lower one and then turn up to the right. Pull your arms to the left. The chest turns to the right. Activate the pressure of the feet on the floor again. Both sitting bones are equally heavy and come back. Bring the hands to the knees. Feel it for a moment. Next, stretch both legs forwards. Then reach into the back of your right knee. Place your foot on the floor. Interlace your fingers in front of you and straighten up. Your armpits are stretched long. Move your shoulders back and stretch the other leg forward. Both feet are active again. Then stretch your left arm long and high. Hook your elbow on your knee. To do this, you can bring your right hand to the floor and reach over your leg. Then perhaps even hook your armpit and come back so that your forearm is vertical. Place the other hand behind you and turn the upper body upwards to mobilize the rib cage and bring the spine into a lively position. Open the chest. Turn your head backwards and finally look forwards again. All 4 extremities, both legs, feet, hands and arms are active. Come back to the center and stretch your leg forwards. Actively switch feet. Hands, arm, knee on the shin, straighten up. Again, the abdominal wall is long. Stretch your arm forwards and hook your elbow at the top. Go lower so that the armpit comes to the knee. Bring the other hand behind you and turn up. Look back and then look forwards again. Then stretch your leg forwards. You are lying down with your feet under your knees and your toes spread apart. First, bring your upper arms into the floor. Then press your elbows into the floor so that you open your chest. Then bring the backs of your hands next to your feet. Now we want to activate the pelvic girdle and the pelvic floor. This will bring you into a slight backward stretch. Start by pressing your heels into the floor and feel how the upper iliac crest lifts up towards the belly button. And then relax it again, inhaling and exhaling. Press your feet to the floor again. The upper iliac crest rises towards the navel and relaxes again as you inhale. If breathing the other way round is more natural for you, do it the other way round. With the next exhalation, put pressure back into the feet, into the floor. Lift the upper iliac crest towards the belly button and then lift the pelvis very slightly off the floor. The force comes from the back of the leg and comes back again, relaxes, and with the next breath, it goes a little further, and you always try to reduce the distance between the upper iliac crest and the rib cage, i.e. really push the abdomen together and then relax again. Next, flex the foot and push the heels forwards along the floor. The second leg follows. Close the feet. Pull the kneecaps up into the thighs and push the thighs downwards. Press your upper arms into the floor again. Open your chest and then stretch your arms forwards along your little finger towards your feet. And without lifting your pelvis. Again, try to move the upper iliac crest towards the ribs. Again, it may be slightly visible. The pelvis goes towards the ribs. Try to bring this space a little closer together and imagine the muscles coming closer together. Then put your feet up, turn to the side and come up for a moment. You then come into a quadruped stance and spread your fingers apart. Move your knees slightly towards the pelvic girdle and do the same again. It is now the other way round. Continue to imagine that you are lying on the floor. The anterior iliac crest, i.e. the lower iliac crest, goes towards the belly button so that it stretches the lumbar spine and actually brings the abdomen and back towards each other. 1 unit. You then flex the toes, stretching back towards the ischial bones, towards the heels. Flex the toes, press the hands into the floor and bring the sitting bones towards the heels. Extend your arms a little more forwards and once again the front iliac crest. Come up towards the rib cage. Then bring the arms to the left. Extend the right arm forwards. Bend the left arm and then rotate the rib cage intensively. Return to the center. Do the same to the right. Extend your left arm long in front of your right arm. Bend and twist again. Shown from the side. Use the pressure of the bent arm to get into the rotation. Come back to the center, arms long, fingers spread. Forward again, lift the iliac crest. Come back into quadruped, and from here go into this position. Press the hands into the floor. Push the sitting bones up and again lift the front iliac crest towards the rib cage. Raise your sitting bones and, if possible, stretch your legs so that the kneecaps go up into your thighs. This reconnects you with the pelvic floor. Stay here for a few breaths. Then look forward towards your hands and lift your heels very high until you feel that stretching your legs moves you forward towards your hands. Round your back and again, lifting the front of your iliac crest up towards your rib cage. Your head goes in and you look towards your belly button. Stay here. Then look towards your hands again and bring your right hand inwards. Come onto the outside edge of your foot and stretch your other arm up and back. Do the other side on your own. Come back and relax for a moment. Then lie on your back again. Fold your legs to the right and interlace your fingers behind your head. Don't use the straight abdominal muscles, but the lateral ones, as well as the pelvic floor. Inhale, bring the front iliac crest back up to the ribs and then lift your head up. Make sure that the abdomen does not pop outwards, but that you reconnect the abdomen with the back to form a single unit. Come up and back. The abdominal wall goes down and back. Repeat this 10 times. Bring your hands and feet back to the other side. Interlace the fingers, the other little finger on top, and then the abdominal wall goes inwards again. Raise your head. Come back and repeat 10 times. Put your feet up, release your hands and feel for a moment. Then turn to the side, come up to sit, cross your legs. Bring your hands to your knees and feel. If you can take a little more time for yourself, I would now like to show you a final pose. Use the wall again for this. Come very close with your pelvis and lie down. Bring your legs up so that your pelvis and sitting bones are in contact with the wall. Stretch your legs up along the wall again and place your upper arms on the floor. Open your chest. Place your arms at your sides and then relax. Really try to soften the abdominal wall again, as you remember it from pregnancy, and then try to relax the weight of your legs down along the wall towards the floor. The arms on the left and right become heavy. Relax towards the floor. Try to let go of the eyes behind the eyelids. And even if many new parents find it difficult, try to let go of the feeling of responsibility for a moment and take time for yourself.
Zur Schädeldecke abwärts in Richtung Boden. Und auch wenn es für viele junge Elternmenschen schwer fallen kann, versucht euch für einen Moment von dem Gefühl von Verantwortung zu lösen. Und für euch zu sein.